It's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
In motion left is Perriman. Garoppolo now. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride.
They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And his first pass is incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Bell, and not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second and just 1. Again they run with Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Little. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, it's Bell. And shutting him off, now open field. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big run that time by Bell. 55 yards. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On the counter, here's Bell. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Bell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try to do too much with your next one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go. 38.
3rd and goal, it's Drake. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
To me, this isn't even a question. I think that they'll go. When they have a chance to put a dent in the lead, even with a whole second half to play, I think they have to do it. This isn't a risk. This is a necessity.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what
through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 94 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
James has got it. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. A give to Bell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a first down carry by Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Let's go! 38! Ohio!
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! 1, 2,
Back to throw Dobbs. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And the Ravens taking the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
let's go! Green, 39!
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Little. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Now, check, Patriot!
The handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Hey, got three. No, check, Patriot!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So we're at halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Shift together here from the D-line. Dobbs now on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Dobbs. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Dobbs. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And able to find John Brown. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
They run the counter now on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Second down following the incompletion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Garoppolo on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And the Packers have just scored, and they'll add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Dobbs to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kamale Correa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go.
Now Dobbs. A screen to Bell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But
now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Little motion now from the tight end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Flushed out right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing here, Dobbs. It's Kelce on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
Watch 84, watch 84. Come on,
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
In motion left is Perriman. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
319. 319. Watching now, Barney. Leopard. Detroit. Blue 90. Watching now, Barney.
In motion right is Brown. Now Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Watch time. Tight end right. Come on, let's go. Ohio. You got 4 down. Ohio.
Back to throw Dobbs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kamale Correa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. John Brown, the man in motion right. Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
All right, here we go. All right, now. Over.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Come on, let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.